What's up YouTube? It's Jacob here and welcome to my first installment of He Said. So I think this is going to be a really cool way for us to run the channel. Since we're long distance with Steph in Texas and me in Louisiana, each of us are going to post once a week separately about a similar topic, and then on the weekends we're going to film a video together. So make sure to check her videos out. They go up on Tuesday, mine will go up on Thursdays, and then our video together will be up on Sundays. So as you may know, Steph and I both just recently moved across the country. We both lived in Ohio and we ended up in Texas and Louisiana, so a little far from home. But I want to share with you all a little bit of information that I learned going through the move and some things I did before the move and didn't do before the move that I think could be really helpful to anybody else planning to make a big move here in the future. So let's say you're moving to a new place. What's the first thing you need to do? That's right, find a place to live. That's number one and should be number one on your list. So there's a few things about finding a place to live that I want to share with y'all. When picking a place to live in your new city, I really recommend finding a place that feels like home to you. This is where you're going to be spending a lot of your time, and even more so in the beginning before you make a lot of friends and you're out there doing things outside of your house. Aside from making sure that it feels like home, make sure that it makes sense to you as well. Is it the right size for you? The right cost? Is it near things that you're going to be using often? Maybe a park, a gym, the grocery store? Maybe being close to work's very important for you. So take all those into consideration as well to really play into how you're going to live your life in your new state or city. Moving on, before you leave the place you live now to move off to your new life, make sure that you've kind of gotten all your ducks in a row as far as your bank account and other accounts go. For example, my bank only served the Midwest. So I had to find a bank that served me in Louisiana and maybe in other parts of the country too. So I moved to a bank that had a bigger national platform so that I could not only find ATMs and bank branches in Louisiana, but I could also find them back in Ohio and other parts of the country as well. So this is a really good time for you if you're on a regional banking system and things like that to kind of maybe expand and open a new account or switch your banking to a more national bank, or at least to somewhere that's more accessible to you. So maybe you'll go from a regional bank where you're living now to a regional bank in your new location. And kind of go along those same lines, make sure that your address is updated in any of your subscriptions online, or if you have anything else that is sensitive that needs your physical location and things of that nature, make sure that you take your old address off of those things and put your new address on, or else you're going to be wondering where your packages are getting shipped to and things like that. So for example, maybe you have an Amazon Prime account or an Amazon account, make sure that you switch your physical address on there, or else you're going to be getting your Prime packages in 2 days to the completely wrong address, and whoever is now living in your old house or apartment is probably going to really appreciate the free gifts you keep sending them. The next tip I'd offer is travel light. Anytime you move, it is a perfect opportunity for you to go through all of your old stuff and just get rid of any crap you've collected over the years. So for example, when I was moving, I had just graduated college, so I still had high school stuff from 4 years ago in my room at home that I had never touched. I had a bunch of college things that I had collected over the years that I had to go through and just really decide, like, is this important to me? Is this just junk that I picked up and told myself I was going to throw out later but never got to it? All that kinds of stuff. Also, this is a perfect time to go through your closet and really take any of the old clothes that you don't wear anymore and donate those to different services like Goodwill and other local charities in your area. I'm sure there's some kids or other people out there that would really appreciate the clothes that are just sitting and collecting dust in your closet. And the more you can get rid of in this phase, the easier it is to move to wherever you're going, because that's a lot less stuff you need to transport. So that was my biggest goal, was kind of weeding down to the least possible amount of stuff that I really thought I needed or wanted to keep. And everything else that I just hadn't used in a long time or that I had no use for, I made sure I either donated it, I sold it, or I disposed of it if no one else would want it. So just do whatever you think is the most appropriate for what you have stored up, and then travel light to your new destination. And lastly, get a buddy to help you move. I know it's very nerve-wracking moving to a new place all by yourself, so having a friend there to help you do it makes it all the better, especially if they can hang out with you for a few days after you move, help you kind of settle in. You guys can go explore your new town or city together, and you don't have to feel like you're just all alone right from the get-go. So when I moved, I had Steph help me. So we spent a day setting up the apartment, getting things ready here, and then we spent the rest of the weekend checking out the new city and just seeing everything that has to offer. So there you have it. There's a few tips and tricks of things that I learned from moving across the country just a few months ago. And I'm sure you're going to continue to hear more stories from Steph and I about moving across the country and just getting adjusted to our new cities. If you want to make sure that you're staying tuned for those crazy stories and adventures, feel free to subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate you all for stopping by and watching this video, and we look forward to seeing you the next time we put a video up. See you soon.